Chair is pleased to recognize the gentleman from Michigan, Mr. Upton, for your 5 minutes to question.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and welcome, Mr. Secretary. We're glad to have you in person today. That is for sure. And I want to thank you, Chair, for holding this important hearing and your leadership on ARPA-H. I'd like to think that we're close to moving bipartisan authorizing legislation through this committee. And I would note that my Cures 2.0 partner, Diana DeGette, and I look forward to working with you to advance this important legislation as well. We also look forward to working with you and Chairman Pallone and Ranking Members Kathy Morris-Rogers on another important bipartisan piece of legislation. Cures 2.0, we continue to hear from patients, families, doctors, researchers, innovators from across the country how important it is to move forward. This committee works together. We do improve America's lives, and I'm thankful to be part of it. Simply put, patients can't wait, and we have no time to waste. So, Mr. Secretary, drug-resistant bacteria now kills more folks than HIV globally. Sad statistic. CDC is reporting that both drug-resistant bacteria and fungi are on the rise because of COVID. The Pasteur Act, bipartisan bill that we included in 21st Century Cures 2.0, is urgently needed solution to these growing threats. You agree, I think, with the need to address the AMR and fungi threats as well, and I'd appreciate your thoughts on the Pasteur Act as a solution.
Congressman, let me just first say thank you for tackling this, because too many people are not aware of how rapidly we're losing the ability to use antibiotics to treat what are pretty common diseases and illnesses. And it's not affecting just us, but it's worldwide. And unfortunately, as you know, it is tough to get the manufacturing sector to jump on this because there's not a lot of money that they can make anymore. And so we have to work to provide the incentive. So I am absolutely supportive of the efforts that you are making in this, because AMR, antimicrobial resistance, is a problem not just in developing countries, but here in the U.S.
So I'm also deeply concerned about, thank you. I'm also deeply concerned about the state of federal health insurance programs like Medicare. In my view, Medicare's antiquated approaches to coverage are not well suited for cutting-edge technologies that have the potential to transform care. Some have pointed to the issue of improving FDA-CMS communications on innovative technologies that might help CMS better cover and, more importantly, reimburse for them. Unfortunately, it seems like the administration might be moving in the wrong direction with its decision to pull the MCIT rule. So can you tell me or share with me your thoughts on improving the CMS FDA communications and what we might expect with regards to the MCIT rule?
Once again, you ask a critical question, because technology has taken this to a new place. There was a joint statement recently issued by both the heads of the FDA and CMS to make clear how it's important that these two distinct agencies work together where they can, but still fulfill their separate, distinct missions as well as possible. And we're going to run into these circumstances, as you mentioned, more and more often, because technology is taking us farther and farther towards getting new treatments and therapies. What I can tell you is that so long as the mission of FDA is to make sure that there is a safe and effective treatment or drug available to the Americans, that is critical. And at the same time, we have to make sure that CMS's role, which is different, it is more an issue of whether that particular therapy or drug is necessary, is the real issue that we have to confront. But I believe that with that joint statement of the two heads of these agencies, they made it very clear they're going to, where possible, make sure we're working together.
Well, thank you. I yield back.